Hi guys, my name's Peggy here at Peggy Still Stitching. As of my last video, I did discuss the potential around doing a mid-year WIP Parade. And although I did do a WIP Parade, I think it was about 3-4 months ago now, that was more when I had started filming again. So after the comments on bringing this up, I decided I would film it. So I normally sit at like a 15-minute video, so get a snack. I'm going to go through everything. I've got everything in a tub here and I'm literally just going to be dumping it in a basket over here. So if you have any comments or any questions or I miss any information, obviously comment below, and I'll be able to get back to you and let you know if there is anything I missed. If you like this kind of video, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, comment. I'd love to engage with the community a little bit more. So a little bit about me, because WIP parades do tend to sort of bring in people that don't necessarily watch you frequently. I live in Australia, so I don't have access to the same things you may see in the broader Flosstube community. And the whole point around that is I do try to not order or stitch things that are hard to get, because I know that when I watch YouTube Flosstube, people show things and I love them, and then I go to have a look and it's not something that's accessible to me. So you do sort of see a little bit different projects and like project bags and things like that from me compared to those bigger brands that you do see on Flosstube all the time. And that's just the nature of and the beauty of having Flosstube where everyone is from all over the world. So I'm just going to jump in because it's going to be a little while. So first off, I am going to start with, I'm just going to talk about some of the bags that I use, because as I pull them out, yeah, so I use these. I don't use them for everything. I use them for certain things. I'm still a mess and keep random bits and pieces down here. These are made for me by Taryn at Tazar Handmade. She has a Facebook page. She's Australian. She tends to mainly do like your more traditional zip up project bags. But she does make these for me, and I'm sure if you did message her or reach out to her and let her know where you saw them, she'd be able to like use the same pattern that she uses for me. I haven't seen her advertise these on her Facebook, but yeah, if you were interested and you're in Australia and you want something like this and you're not a sewer like me, then you could give her a message and yeah, let her know that the ones that Peggy showed, because yeah, I've ordered a lot of these from her, and so she'd know what you were talking about. Anyway, moving on. That's not sponsored or anything, it's just I show these. They're hard to get something like this in Australia, so to have something be able to be ordered and made is amazing. So the first one is from Cross Stitch magazine. I'm not 100% sure which one this is. It would be like in the 50s, because I've been doing this one for a little while. So it's from Beauty and the Beast, obviously, which, a bit of personal trivia, is the first movie that me and my now husband saw at the movies together. So I am this far along. So I would say I'm 50% to maybe even a bit higher on. And this is stitched on a piece of 18 count cruising from Paddock Lane Designs, who is a hand dyer here in Australia. I'll link her YouTube down below, as I do in pretty much all my videos. I basically exclusively stitch on her now, so that's that one. And I just love this. I think this is the perfect color for it. It was a fabric of the month, but it was about a year ago now. So she may release this. I think it's like 12 months later that she could release them. So yeah, that's that one. Now I'm not going to count them or anything like that, because I will forget and get lost along the way, and I don't want to stress myself out for that. Okay, so the next one, made by Taryn again. So she made this specifically for me, and I requested this for this pattern because this pattern is a commitment. I'm going to be married to it for a few years at least. So yeah, I just wanted something special to put that one in. Now, this is the booklet it is from. I would say this is from the 80s. I bought this book secondhand, and the lady said that she bought this in Denmark. Now, a little bit, what I'll do, so this is the pattern I'm stitching, the Snow White pattern. This is a really popular pattern. They used to sell it in a kit as well, which sometimes you can see on eBay, but it's like $200 for like the kit and the fabric, like the flop, blah, blah, blah. Where this book is a bit easier to find. I've seen a few of these on like eBay for like that $20 mark, and it has got the pattern. If this is something that you have looked at though, I will show you that because this is quite old, the pattern itself, I don't know if it's gonna focus, but the pattern itself is a little bit hard to read because it's almost like hand-drawn little, like, you know, whatever they are. So yeah, this is on a massive piece of fabric because it is like a bell pull, yeah. And I've essentially just done Snow White. It's not going to be very wide, but it is quite long with Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs going all the way down. So this one, I think when I showed it like the first time, I'd basically done her hand. This one's really special to me. I do really want to get this done, but as I said, the pattern's just a little bit difficult to read. My grandma, well, Nanny, had this stitched and sitting next to her recliner for basically my whole life. And on that note, I have got a lot of her stitches in the background of today's video. I just wanted something a little bit different for the WIP Parades versus my regular floss tubes. This actually looks quite nice, well, I think so, bar the printer, but you can't have everything. But I do put these away. We don't have them hanging on the wall, and they do mean quite a lot to me, so they do sit in the spare room. I don't pull them out, and that's, I don't know, maybe that's not the right way to treat them, but I did have one where the frame got knocked over and the frame sort of came loose, and these were all also framed by my papa. So although they could be reframed, there's something sort of special about that makes me, I don't know, I just feel a little bit protective of them. Okay, so the next one is also in one of Taryn's project keeper things. Okay, so this is the Haunted Mansion sale. I think it's a couple of years ago from Tiny Modernist. This is just the front page, and then I've got all the little like doodads. On the little one, I think this is the final one, so you can see the completed project. I have such a minimal start on this. I'm literally like up here and haven't even finished the moon, but that's what it will look like. And there are threads hanging everywhere on this one, so I'll probably stab myself before the video is over, but that's okay. That is where I'm at, so literally very minimal. It's still like, you know, maybe 2,000 stitches, but it's a big project. And this is on a piece of 18 count catacombs from Bestitch Me. I bought this piece of fabric on eBay in a D-stash and got it very cheap for what it is. I don't order from Bestitch Me because postage is so expensive to Australia, and I want my YouTube to be about what I can access here in my country. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. I'm gonna pull this one out as well because I think it's the only other one on Bestitch Me fabric. And this is, I don't have a cover photo for it, but this bag's beautiful. I ordered this fabric and this bag specifically for this project. So in here is the Garden of Oddities, Greenhouse of Oddities from Lola Crow. This was last year's stitch along. She's doing the Deadly Aquarium this year, and I haven't signed up for that just because I have a lot of things I want to do. And once I fell behind last year, I didn't catch back up. And there's absolutely no reason why this shouldn't be finished. Like, the last 2 releases came out like 1 week and then 1 week. So really, if you just stitched it, it's only like a week or two's worth of stitching. But I say that, but I can't action that. So this is where it's at. So like, it's almost done. There's a tree here that I'm missing, a little bit of, you know, fill in over here and down here, and then it's done. I just can't bring myself to pull it out and do it. This is on a beautiful piece of fabric as well. This is 18 count Mummy by Stitch Me. Absolutely beautiful. If I could access this in Australia for less than $70 for a piece, including postage, I would have like 4 more pieces of this fabric. It is so beautiful. It's almost like I want to send a piece of this to Lisa at Patty Clean Designs and be like, can you mimic this exact piece? But, you know, yeah, so that's beautiful. All right. Yes, I did just shove that back in the bag and not fold it because I'm ruthless, apparently. All right, so another bag by Taryn. I love me a good old lady floral. And this here, I don't think I have a cover photo for this one as well, but it is a Stitch Rovia pattern, and it is a mermaid sleeps here. I got it off her Etsy, and that is where I'm up to on this one. The lighting's really weird in here. I don't really understand why, but this is on a piece of 18 count. What are you? Coral Beach. So this was June's fabric of the month last year. And this is lovely from Patty Clean Designs. So there's that one. I do need to pull that out and get some more stitches on it. I pulled it out a few weeks ago, so it's not doing too bad in the way of getting progress. It's just getting that momentum again. Okay. So another bag. I'm only showing you the nice ones. After that, they all sort of go into those, like, you know, I think you get them off Amazon. I got mine off eBay, but yeah. All right, so in here is the Vanity Sampler from Hello from Liz Matthews. I don't know that I have a cover photo. I probably do, but I'm not gonna fight with it. This is where I'm up to. This is beautiful. So I am doing the Gothic conversion by Cam the Stitcher. So I'll link her down below. I believe on her Instagram, she has got it fully listed, or like in like her highlights, the color conversion. And this is on a piece of 18 count Turbulent from Patty Clean Designs. This is one of my top 5 fabrics that she does. I would say it's my favorite, but there are like 3 that are my favorite. So yeah, so that's beautiful. I do obviously need to get some work on it, but the whole outline is done, which I think was the bit I was like dreading the most. Since I started working 5 days a week this year, the progress on my projects has slowed down a little bit, but that's okay. It is all part and parcel of this wonderful adult life, hey? Okay, so another bag, another old lady pattern. I love this though. Okay, what is in here? I think I forgot for a minute. Yeah. So this one's really just started. So this is the Alice in Wonderland tree from Patty Clean Designs. Not Patty Clean Designs, from Tiny Modernist. I was thinking about the fabric that it's on. Yep. And I started stitching this There was a Sal, the Tiny Alice Sal. I just can't remember off the top of my head who started it. And this is where I'm up to. So I mainly just did the little cat. I haven't finished him completely. I started him stitched for a few days and then I put him down. So I will pick him up again. This is a piece of 18 count camo from Paddock Lane Designs. It is very similar to Catacombs from Bestitch Me, which is really nice to be able to have an alternative that's more accessible to me. So yeah, that's that one. On that note, I was going to go through all of these, but I do have another tree from Tiny Modernist that I'm stitching as well. So I'll just show that in the same vein. And this is in, oh, it's dirty. This is in a project bag from Simply Norel. She's here on YouTube as well, so I'll tag her down below. It's a little nutcracker, and I bought this Christmas specifically for this project. So it is the Nutcracker tree from Tiny Modernist. I've already done and completed the Edgar Allan Poe tree. So now I have 2 trees going, and I do want to do the Wizard of Oz one, but I'd like to knock out 1. I don't want to have more than 2 trees going because I think that's a little bit excessive. And I have done some decent progress on this, so I think that that will be okay. And here it is. So I would say I'm not halfway, but I might be like 40%. And this is on a piece of 18 count. Sorry, my dog's barking. It got really warm in here, so I had to open the door. A piece of 18 count Jungle from Paddock Lane Designs. This is really lovely. Yeah. And I have got plans to stitch on this next month for Christmas in July. By the end of July, I'd like to have like that tier marked out. Not necessarily everything finished on the tier, but these 2 tiers finished and the bottom one marked out. So that's a pretty lofty goal, but for Christmas in July, I think that that will be able to be done. It's an easy stitch, it's easy to sort of go through. Yeah. So they are my 2 Tiny Modernist trees. Okay. This is the last one. I really like this. I've actually stitched the one I bought this for originally. I've stitched and finished. In here I do have 2 projects because they are from the same book. So both projects are from the Cross Stitch for the Earth book from Emma Congdon / Stitchrovia. So the first one I'm stitching is Never Underestimate the Difference You Make. I think this is really cute. I'd like to stitch this and put this in our office at work because I work in disability. I just think that sometimes what we can do is quite heavy, and the bigger picture of what we're actually achieving, sometimes you can forget in just the everyday stuff that you do. So this is where I'm up to. This is beautiful. This fabric's beautiful. This is 18 count Bushfire. I think it was September's fabric of the month. Lisa, I know you watch my videos. I don't know how far you get, but I want a big piece of this. That's what I would like. And I know that it was like a one-off sort of dye job, but I need this, and I need this bigger. Okay, that's my one request. But that's that one. And then the other project from this book is, sorry, the Leave Nothing But Footprints pattern. This is really cute. I'm doing this for my best friend. I know she's gonna love it. She was the one who I was meant to do the jellyfish for that got put in cross stitch heaven last WIP Parade. I'm not showing it today. It's not even a thing anymore. It's here somewhere, but like it doesn't exist because it makes me angry. So this one is stitched on a piece of 18 count eucalyptus by Patty Clean Designs, and I would say I'm more than 50% through now. So your page break is here. I came down and did the trees. There's like the pond and the frog and things like that to go in, but this is just really beautiful and I really like stitching it. Counting it's a little bit hard because it's in the book. It's hard to photocopy for one because I'm a pen and paper like highlighter type stitcher, but I don't want to destroy the book either. So some people have like literally cut theirs apart and pulled those pages out, and I just don't know that that necessarily is something I want to do because there are so many patterns in there that I love that I'd like to be able to get through doing them all, and ruining the book just kind of freaks me out a little bit. Okay, so this is one of the massive project bags from Taryn. So the one that, like my project books, I ordered this. I think she just advertised it on like her Facebook page or something that was available. So I was like, yes, please. I haven't filled out the little card in there because I change projects around so much. And when I drive to appointments, this actually fits one of these in it. Oh, now I've just dropped everything on the floor. But because it's so big, I can fit a couple of projects in there and they're safe. So I really like this. In here, or do I have a cover piece? I think so. So this is the Dark Queen of the Sea from Autumn Lane Stitchery. I love this. I love the Dark Queen of the Earth as well. They were yearly, but I think last year they sort of did too many options with the Dark Queen of the Earth that like, I think they took a year off, unless they just haven't released it yet. But I love their patterns. I've done a couple of their patterns. So yeah, that is her. She is beautiful. And I am stitching her on, this was December's Fabric of the Month from Patty Clean. And this she called Christmas. So it's an opal. I don't know if you can sort of see the sparkle in that, but this is where I'm up to. So I've mainly done just the middle and one of the fish. Being an opal, it is a little bit harder, like it's stiffer, and I stitch in hand, so that's something I notice. But it's so pretty and I think it's gonna look so beautiful on there. Yeah, so that is that one. Okay, so this one here, I've shown this quite recently, so I'm not gonna go on about it too much. Do I have a cover photo? Yes. So this is the Floral Sugar Skull from Artist Alley. This is beautiful. I actually saw someone complete this in, I swear it's the Cross Stitch Australia group. I think her name was Jen, I'm sure it was. And then I tried to buy the pattern at JK's Cross Stitch because she normally did have it, and then as I went to bite the bullet, it was actually sold out. And Jen was beautiful enough to send me this, and I just paid for the postage. So, you know, it is used, there's some writing on it, but more than happy for that. I don't think I've ever been so excited. And that's the thing with cross stitches, is that we're all so generous when it comes to our hobby, because it's hard to find people that do that, the same thing as you. So this is where I am up to. So I have some confetti to finish out, but I've basically got a full page finish. And this is on a piece of 18 count. This is just a Zweigart 8R. I'm pretty sure it's Confederate grey. But off the top of my head, without going back through all my orders, I couldn't 100% tell you. But there's so many colors, but look at the detail. So it's confetti heavy and it sort of sucks, but it looks so nice that it's worth it. And I really want to get some more progress on that as well. Okay, we're getting there. All right. So this one here, I'm going to show you the pattern because the pattern is free. So this is the 2019 Christmas. It's a free pattern on their website. This is by Fox and Rabbit Designs. Sorry, I didn't include that. I don't know that I'll stitch all these or if I'll just do the tree. I haven't decided yet. I'm not far off getting that tree done, so we will see what happens. I am stitching this on a piece of 18 count raspberry by Patty Clean Designs, and it's such a pretty color. It's so beautiful and like red but not red, and I'm stitching the little the Christmas tree in ecru, so it's not white, it's like that beigey yellow. Sorry, my daughter's watching her iPad and thinks it's hilarious. So that is that one, and I will have this done by Christmas, and this is coming out for my Christmas in July as well, because if I just spend like a couple of sessions I can get that tree done, because this is the bottom of the tree and then it comes down. So yeah, big goals on this one. I want her done, not because I don't love it, but because I love it and I want to see it, and I want to see it done by Christmas. Okay, on that same Christmas note, I have a bunch of the little Stitch Rovia Christmas ornaments. I am planning on stitching these, all three of them, twice. I think at the moment I've completed one or almost completed one. So these are coming out next month as well. So I don't remember exactly who it was, but someone asked me if I stitch Christmas in July. Yes, I do. And this is basically also turned into plans for next month because I don't think I addressed them in this week's Flosstube. Yes, so I have completed one. And this is on a massive piece of white, plain white, 18 count Ada. I think the colors look really cool on just the plain white. Yeah, I think because there's the writing, I just wanted that to really be the focus point of these patterns, and they're so colorful that I just didn't want to take anything away with a hand-dyed fabric. Okay, another Christmas one. This is by Stitch Rovia as well, and it just says Santa stop here. This is on a piece of 18 count unnamed fabric that I bought in a sale from Patty Clean Designs. She hosts sort of small sales. I swear it's once or twice a year. I did it last time. I've just done it again now. I just have a small haul from this one, but it's a little Santa, and this will say Santa stop here. I've just got one color to complete there, and this has a slight variegation in it, like a slight modeling, but not a lot. And the same thing, I'd like to do a couple of the Santas. This is all meant to be one pattern, but I split it up so that I can do it in some hoops. Yeah, so I'd like to do this again. So I've done it one set and do another set. So there's that. I have floss all over me that I'll be working out where it belongs. Okay, so my next one, so this is a 18 count piece of Ada by Patty Clean Designs, and this is Purple Flowers. And this is the Black Pearl by the Witchy Stitcher. So that is what it will look like when it's completed. So I'm cracking along on this. This is doing really well. Yeah, I really enjoy this. I just want to stitch it so much. I think since my last Flosstube, I've added all this, so you'll see this again in my next one. But yeah, that's that one. On the other side of this is one I've completed. I'm throwing things. Alright, I think I left them over there. But this I stitched on the other side, which is also from the Witchy Stitcher and the Sleepy Hollow, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and it looks so cool. I bought another couple of pieces of this purple. I love the way these like darker, you know, just basically pure black look on this purple. I just think it's really cool. Yeah, I think I'm hyper fixated on that purple color at the moment, so I'll show you what I mean when I come across it. But yeah, it's a really nice purple, and that is available as part of her normal line. It's not one that was just a fabric of the month. So okay, the next one I'm going to show you is going to be a restart. So I will explain, if I can find the cover photo. Maybe it's not in here, but once I talk about it, everyone will know. So by the Witchy Stitcher, she did the 2 stitch alongs, the cryptid stitch along and the supernatural stitch along. I had planned to put both of them on this piece of fabric. However, I stitch in hand, and for something so big, this is just a really like floppy piece of fabric. Obviously every piece of Aida is going to dye and dry different, and this is just really like soft, which would be fine for a smaller project, but if I wanted to put all of one and then do the other, I just think that this is going to bother me. And it's a beautiful piece of fabric, so like this is not a negative thing. This is a piece of 18 count Veronica May from Paddock Lane Designs, and it is stunning. I thought that these would look really cool on there, and honestly I still do think that they would look really cool on there. But I have ordered a piece of parchment, which is, you know what a parchment's roughly going to look like, and I think that I am going to do a restart and put those on there. I just think it'll be better, like it's a bit stiffer without being too much, and it will make it a lot easier for me to stitch it in the long run. So yeah, and in this one is basically the rest of the floss. Sorry, I generally am not one to edit my videos, but my daughter has sort of come in and out, so she's going to try and help me soon, I'm sure of it. So the next one I want to show is from the Disney Cross Stitch magazine. I'm sure this is from 149. So this is Maleficent, obviously. She's so cool. I love this. Like, I really love this. It's like showing you the background. Yeah, see the sun's behind it, so it's making it look like this. Yeah. And this is on a piece of 18 count Lavender Fields by Paddock Lane Designs. I always get this piece of purple and the other piece of purple mixed up, so it could go the other way around. Lisa always tells me which one it is, and I always forget. So I don't know why I pulled the little tag off, but anyway. So that is that. And in this bag as well, I have got the pattern for this one. So it will also go on this purple. So these 2 patterns are going to be done on the same piece of fabric. And I just love the purple for patterns like this. And I know that she is done, like the model is done on a purple, but I would have chose purple anyway. Even if she was done on navy, if she was done on bright orange, purple would have been what I put with that, and it just looks really good. And they're both from the Disney Cross Stitch magazines. Okay. I wasn't going to show this, but it's in the pile, so I will. This was the stitch along from Floral Designs, the Rare Horror Flies. I did the top, did the 2 caterpillars, and then I stopped. This is on a beautiful piece of fabric though. This is a piece of 18 count Garden Meadow by Paddock Lane Designs. It's an opal. I was thinking about, I think this is gonna go and live with the jellyfish in the dead WIPs pile. But I've said it before, if anyone is interested in adopting a WIP, I would happily send this to you. If you're in Australia and you're interested in adopting a WIP, you think it's something that you might be interested in, obviously you'd have to buy the pattern, and like the flosses, but I would happily send you my start. Yeah, and it's really cool, like it's really interesting. It just is something that ended up not drawing my eye, so who knows, I will keep it unless there is someone who is interested in adopting a WIP, in which case let me know, comment down below if you're in Australia and you want to adopt a WIP. Okay, this one here is one that I have finished. So there's nothing in there to show you. And last one, if you watch my videos and you watch my floss tubes, this, you know what this is. I stitch on it every month. It's in every video, and it is the Fox and Rabbit Designs 2024 Mystery Stitch Along. So it's meant to say, like, it's like the love, hope, something sal. I am stitching the outlines, and I do plan on putting like my daughter's names in them. I just want to see where all the cute, like all the banners end up being before I sort of stitch that, in case placement isn't, it's just I'd rather see the rest of it first. Yeah, so this is stitched on a piece of 18 count Haunted by Paddock Lane Designs. Another top 5 fabric from her. This is stunning, and I don't think that I could have picked a better color palette, if I do say so myself, for this. This is just beautiful. I love stitching it. I think it's really pretty. It doesn't sort of match my stitchings all over the place. You've got skulls and headless horsemen and, you know, haunted boats, and then you have a mermaid sleeps here. Like, my stitching's all over the place. So that is all of my projects, I think. Yeah, I might just grab the few finishes that I have for the year so far and round it out that way. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so here we are. I've kept my finishes that I haven't done anything with just in like a bag. So this year, at the very beginning of the year, I finished the Apothecary Shop from the Witchy Stitcher. This is on a piece of 18 count Bronze Age by Bestitch Me. This was a big piece. I cut it in half and sent one of my friends the other half so that she could do this pattern too. It's so beautiful. It looks great. I really just need to like iron this, frame it, and have it up. There's no reason why this shouldn't be on display somewhere. What else did I finish this year? Did I finish Poe this year or last year? I think it was last year. So really, the only one I can show you is that one, because I already showed you the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which I finished, which is beautiful. And I did finish the Dragonfly Inn pattern from La Hoopla, the Gilmore Girls pattern, and I gave that to my mum for Mother's Day. So you can find a picture of that on my Instagram. It is Peggy Still Stitching, just like here, so if you want to go over and give that a follow. I am trying to update that more. It's hard because you sort of need to post a video and then post a photo of your update of your stitching. So it's hard to sort of post as you go, because should you do it after your Flosstube video or should you just do it as you go? I don't know. So I was really doing well, like keeping that updated, and that kind of fell to the wayside. When it comes to plans, I don't know that I think this video is enough. I've taken up enough of your time, my time, everything like that. So I'm gonna post this as a Flosstube extra, and then next week I might do one for plans. So for the end of the year, what I want to get started and what I'd like to complete before December or the end of December, whatever, so that next year, it seems crazy to already be thinking about Christmas in December, but we're more than halfway to Christmas. So what my plans will be next year. I have a lot of things I want to start. I have a lot of fabric, and I've ordered a lot of fabric. So I was thinking about doing a fabric storage video, but then I decided to actually put all my my fabric in like bags like this. So I don't know if anyone be interested in me doing like a fabric collection, because I am getting a bit of a collection. I have 3 different fabrics from three different designers, Australian hand dyers that I have ordered fabric from before. There is one more that I would like to try that I haven't yet. So that's Color Cascade Fabrics. They used to do a Fabric of the Month club, and then just as I was about to sign up, she ended up shutting her shop. Just recently, she has reopened her shop with doing more regular drops and just getting back under the swing, into the swing of things. And I hope that she does start her Fabric of the Month back again, because last year I tried one brand that didn't sort of work out, and now they're not offering that anymore anyway. Lisa, I will be in her Fabric of the Month club until she stops or I stop, or I don't know. I'll be on Lisa's Fabric of the Month club. And then this year I've tried Crafty Leanie. I've got about 3 fabrics from them. I don't know if I want to do that for just this year. It really just depends, because we don't have the options and we don't have the same amount of dyers. I love the idea of the Fabric of the Month clubs because I have so much fabric. If I went on a website to order fabric, I'd be like, no, it's similar to this, and I know that I have it, which maybe means I don't need to be in a Fabric of the Month club, but I digress. It's staying. Where the Fabric of the Month clubs, you get pieces that you never thought you would get. I know that I've received pieces that I've loved that ordering on the website I probably wouldn't have done. I would have talked myself out of it or whatever. So yeah. Anyway, that has nothing to do with the WIP Parade. That's just chucked on the end there. So if you made it this far and you have managed to go through the few cuts and swaps of this video, I really appreciate you being here. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you part of, my little corner of the internet. And if you have made it this far, leave me a, what do we think? A skull emoji, because I would say 50% of my projects will have a skull in them, if not more, or be aimed at that route. So a skull, anyone, don't care, leave me an emoji. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far, if you bailed early, you wouldn't even see this, but I appreciate you regardless. Have a fabulous week and happy stitching.